I am going to the most disgusting, uncharted territory in my home, like the things that really need to be cleaned. And I'm putting these to the test. Have you seen these viral steam cleaners? I could not escape it on my Instagram feed, on my TikTok feed. So you know I was curious and I wanted to test it out myself. It uses only water, so no cleaning products required, no chemicals required. It comes with a bunch of different attachments and you're supposed to be able to clean like pretty much anything. And I wanted to test it out myself to see if it's worth the hype, and B, does this $40 steam cleaner perform much better or different than the $100 version? So do these work? Are they worth the hype? And then is it worth splurging or saving? And with that said, let's get to our steam cleaning. I'm getting these all set up, so I just want to point out a couple differences between the two. So this one takes 10 ounces of water at a time. My main concern is how often I will have to refill it. And then this one comes with 10 different attachments. And then this has a 38-ounce water tank, so significantly bigger water tank. I'm hoping that I don't have to refill it as often. This one also has a feature you can adjust the level of the steam, minimum, maximum, and you can lock the steam coming out so you don't have to manually hold the button. There's also a lot more attachments and you can even use it to clean your floor. So let's put these baby to use. So first thing I want to test is how long it takes to warm up. Okay, it's been 2 minutes, 45 seconds. The little guy is ready to use, and you know it's ready when this red button pops out. This also means you cannot open it because you're at risk of steam coming out and burning you. This one, actually, wait a second. The red button popped out of this one too, pretty soon after. Expecting this one to take a lot longer.
Starting out, test number 1 is the dirty grout on my bathroom floor. This is supposed to be white. You can see it is very brown. So I used the brush attachment and it's like erasing it off instantly. This was so satisfying and didn't have to use any chemicals. So I was very impressed by how well it worked on this grout. Then I brought it over to my kids' bathroom. This is supposed to be light gray grout. Now, I also want to say you don't need this steam cleaner to do it. You can just use your all-purpose cleaner and a brush. Some of these areas need more elbow grease. This steam cleaner just makes it a lot easier. Pressure of the steam kind of does the work for you, but you do not need this. You can use what you already have. I'm just showing you places around your home that you may have not cleaned in a while, just to give you some ideas. You can see the difference on the left, the light gray, and then the dark gray with the dirt. So this worked really well. Then I wanted to try it on hard water stains, and I liked with the brush, it's just really easy to get in the nooks and crannies, and took the hard water stains right off. There was this mildewy dark section on the grout in my shower that's been bothering me. Then I wanted to try the glass and mirror attachment. There is some really hard water stains on this glass that would have taken a lot of elbow grease to get off, and it just instantly came off. I was having the time of my life using this, you guys. Like, so easy, so satisfying, no chemicals. Then I moved over to the toilet, and there's these little areas that are hard to reach that are nasty. The little grooves in the toilet seat, that came right off. And then I told you this was disgusting things that I was cleaning in my home. So the most disgusting thing are my kitty litter boxes with caked on cat excrement, and it not only just came right off, but I didn't have to use any chemicals. And specifically with pets, you don't want to have to use bleach and harsh chemicals because then they're going in there, they're putting their paws on it. So I love that it's just using steam to sanitize and clean this. I also had the dark grout lines on all of my faucets that I have not been able to scrub off, and it came off. Now moving on to the walls, there is a wall attachment. You want to use this attachment with the cover just to protect your walls. If you have kids, you know there's mysterious stains and handprints all over the walls. So this was a mystery stain I wanted to work on, and it did come off. However, I had it on max steam power and it caused some of the paint to come off. So I then moved it to the lower level of steam and I didn't have any issues. So just be aware of that. Be careful if you're using it on a painted wall.
Okay, little check-in after the bathroom. When I tell you, I am having the time of my life. This to me is the equivalent to the mop vac, but for every nook and cranny of my house. I just did the bathroom in under 10 minutes and I'm having a blast.
Now the doors, oh my goodness, all of my doors are filthy. It's almost embarrassing, but I'm not even mad at it because this was so satisfying to clean. Something else about this steam cleaner that I wanted to point out is that in most cases, you do also want to take a dry microfiber cloth and dry it off after, just to fully remove any of the steam, the liquid, and the dirt. I am also interchangeably using the small $40 steam cleaner and then the larger $100 steam cleaner. I'm trying to get a sense. At the end, I will let you know my thoughts on the two. This time I'm using the small one. I also saw that it's supposed to work on upholstery, so I had to test that out. It's the same wall attachment. I just put a clean cloth on the end of it, and I went to town on my couch that, I mean, has seen better days. This is a 10-year-old couch. It's got a lot of mystery stains on it. I didn't really see that it was doing much. I'll show you the after once it's dried. It did a little something, but I think my little green cleaner does a much better job on upholstery. Then I went over to the laundry room, the detergent tray in my washing machine. There are so many nooks and crannies, and because of the moisture, there's mold in here, and it was really gross. So I took this attachment where I was just spraying the steam at it, and it removed all of that mildew, mold from the nooks and crannies that would be difficult to get to otherwise. It's also sanitizing it, which I liked. So I got in every little crevice in here. And then with this area in particular, you do want to wipe it down after just to make sure you remove it. And then one of the banes of my existence is the gasket in my front loading washing machine. It always collects mildew. It has a smell to it after a while if you're not really on top of it. So I wanted to try the steam cleaner on this, which again, I like because the very hot steam will sanitize it as well. And the shape of it, I was able to get underneath the gasket and in every little crack and crevice. So I feel like I really did a great thorough job of cleaning this, and I dried it down after, and as of now there is no visible mildew and there is no smell of mildew anymore. So very happy with that. Then we're moving over to the kitchen. This is what I was really excited about. Stainless steel. Yes, instantly just removes any hard water stains, any streaks. You do want to dry it off afterwards, and it just had a beautiful shine and no chemicals. Like, that is what I'm most excited about, is that you can get the disinfecting power without having to load up your home with chemicals. Also in this sink, there was a dark ring around the drain that I could not remove. It came right off. And then I wanted to try the really hard, really disgusting stains I can never get off on the oven grate. This is actually the grate on my air fryer toaster, and all of that caked on grime came off. And this is the big test. Okay, look how disgusting, nasty this is. This is the bottom of the toaster oven. I have tried scrubbing this so many times, and this is what I needed. It's also pressurized steam. So think of it as like a pressure washer with steam, and it came off. It does require some elbow grease to get off this really hard stain, but it was like erasing it off. And again, with this type of stain, I use the metal brush head to really get in there and get those hard stuck on stains. Now, the other thing in my home that has been bothering me for years are the caked on stains on my oven glass door. I could not remove this, and it came off quite easily. Then I just went around. I was having fun. I'm like, what else can I clean? So I went to clean these air vents. They were covered in dust, and the steam removed that quite easily. And then this is also a great way to clean your cleaning tool. So my mop vac, my other favorite cleaning tool, you guys know, there's a lot of little nooks and crannies and crevices in here. So the steam just gets in there very easily. I also wanted to point out, I was going to look this up. The larger one is on deal at time of filming for 33% off. I personally am going to keep the larger one. Now my final thoughts on, is it worth the splurge? For me, yes. If this is something you can see using all around your home and really getting maximum use out of, it is so well worth it, because having that larger water tank made it so I didn't have to refill it, and it has the floor attachment you can use to clean your floors, and there is a bit more pressure to the steam, so it did a better job. Now the small one, I would say, if you plan on using it in just your bathroom or a couple areas of your home. And the difference in pressure, if I had to estimate it, would be the big one is 100, the smaller one is like 75. So it still definitely has the power, but just not quite as much. The other big thing to point out is with the smaller one, you have to operate it two-handed. You have to press the button and then hold it with your other hand, whereas the bigger one has an option to use one-handed and to lock it in use, so you don't have to continuously press the button, which is very convenient. And then little safety thing to point out, you should never open the top if the little red button is popped up. There's a lot of pressure. Think of it like a pressure cooker. If you open it, you could get burned. Be very careful and aware of that because I don't want anyone getting burned. But what I love most about this is just how versatile and how many things around your home you can clean, and you don't have to use any cleaning products. I'm pretty blown away. If you can't tell, like, I love this. This is one of my favorite finds of the year. And again, whether or not you get a steam cleaner, have a steam cleaner, hopefully this will give you some inspiration of things and areas around your home you may not have cleaned in a long time that you want to get in there and make sure you clean at least once or twice a year. Thank you as always so much for watching. And if you missed my last video, it is some ideas for cozy crafts that will also make great DIY Christmas gift ideas. So you're getting a 2-for-1. You get to do some relaxing crafts and you make gifts for your friends and family. So check that out. I will have it linked here, and I will see you soon with a new video.